This is the third time I'm recording this intro today. The first time I tried to squeeze it in between work meetings and then they ran super long. I had a haircut appointment and I didn't, even though I thought it'd be funny if the first part of the video I had a thick beard and longer hair and then this randomly cut and I looked like this. Be funny, I didn't want to do it. And then I was doing it again and I forgot to hit record, so third time's the charm. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be looking at a deck that should give us a better matchup against Single Strike. Yesterday we played Jolteon and got dunked on by Single Strike, and Andrew Mahone over at Tricky Jim had enough, so he came up with this deck. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to give it a try. His video and the original deck list are in the video description, as well as the full deck list that I'm using and a link to PokemonCard.io where you can find all of the deck lists that I make. But with all that said, let's go check out this deck. So our deck today, Jolteon VMAX, like I said, we talked about this yesterday, but this time we have an interesting inclusion. We don't really use a Jolteon V and Jolteon VMAX. If you didn't watch yesterday's video or you're not familiar, Max Thunder Rumble for Lightning and a colorless does 100 to the active, and then you can do 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on them. How do we get those damage counters? Well, Quick Shooting Inteleon lets us put 2 damage counters on one of our opponent's Pokemon, and Galarian Zigzagoon, when we play this card from our hand to the bench, we choose one of our opponent's Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on it. So there's ways we can ping damage here and there so that we can use Max Thunder Rumble's secondary effect. You might be noticing that we have a Galarian Meowth in this deck for some reason, and the real reason is for the Evolution Roar ability. In order to use this ability, we have to discard 2 cards from our hand, and we want to reduce the hand size in this deck as much as possible. We don't have a target to evolve, and that's fine. We're just using it to discard cards. Why do we want to discard cards? Because we want to use Single Strike Mustard. You can only play this card when it's the last card in your hand, but when you do, you get to search your deck for any Single Strike Pokemon you want, put it onto your bench, and then draw 5 cards. Well, we have a Single Strike Pokemon in this deck, and that's Beedrill from Chilling Reign. Beedrill has the Persist Sting attack for just 1 Grass Energy. If your opponent's Pokemon has, or your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, it is knocked out, which is wild, and Single Strike relies on special energy. Rapid Strike often uses special energy. Mew often uses special energy. Dragapult was using it for a little bit. Gengar uses them. Like, so many popular decks use special energy. Even Suicune might use capture energies and stuff like that. So you can knock out almost anything in the game for just 1 grass energy. But we don't have any Weedles and Kakunas because Mustard lets us put any Single Strike Pokemon we want from the deck into or onto the bench, and that does include stage 2 evolution. So as long as you play Mustard and there's a Beedrill in your deck, you can, and you have bench space, you can play it. So we run a lot of items so that we can get rid of them. We can use them from our hands so that we can get Mustard in play a little bit easier. Energy Search, Evolution Incense, Level Ball, Quick Ball, Scoop Up Net, all those are good item cards that we can just play if we need to get them out of the hand. This deck does not use a lot of draw supporters. We only have 3 Marnies and 1 Research. The reason is because Mustard lets us draw cards when we use it, and also speed Lightning Energy. When we attach this card to a Lightning Pokemon, then we get to draw 2 cards. So that's a good reason to reduce our draw supporters, and also we have the Shady Dealings line with the Inteleon and Drizzile so that we can search our deck specifically for the trainer card we need, whether that's we're searching for an Energy Search or we're searching for a Mustard, Elemental Badge, it doesn't really matter. We can also have extra discard power by using Quick Ball, which is going to, if we have to discard a card from our hand in order to play it, and then we can search our deck for a basic Pokemon like Galarian Meowth so that we can discard 2 more cards from our hand. We also have Aurora Energy, which you have to discard a card from your hand in order to play, and it counts as any energy. We can count this as a water energy if we want to attack with Inteleon. We can make it count as a grass energy to attack with Beedrill, as well as a lightning energy to attack with Jolteon. So really good versatile card there. And that's pretty much the rest of the deck. The one change I made from this was I included 2 Rapid Strike Inteleons whereas Andrew had 1 and 3 Scoop Up Nets. I only run 2. So those are the only differences between our deck. Let's see how they do. If this is your first time checking out the channel, thank you very much for giving it a try. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing and want to help the channel out, hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss another video. We're going second here, which is fine. This is actually not a bad hand. We get to take a mulligan. Jolteon has free retreat, so I have no problem putting it into the active. We can very easily go ahead and drop a Sobble and then retreat into it if we're playing something we don't want to see. We don't really know exactly what we're playing. This could be Zacian Zamazenta based on the number of mulligans because they typically only run 9 Pokemon. So it's a Duraludon V. Wow, okay, okay. But they're running Metal Saucer and they're playing the Dragon type. I mean, I guess they could Metal Saucer to their Bronzong or their Zacian or something like that. So interesting. I have not seen someone use the Dragon Duraludon in a while, but you can single strike Roar to it, so that's cool. And you can also just straight manually attach single strike energies, so that this way you just Metal Saucer to like your Bronzong or something and then move the energies over to meet that fighting requirement and the metal requirement for G-Max Pulverization. So we'll go ahead and we'll drop the Sobble here. The odds of them attacking next turn are pretty low. They can hit with Metal Claw. That's something that they can do. We are going to ping their thing there, and we're not gonna go for. I do think that's everything. I think we're just gonna leave it there. I want to keep the Level Ball. I want to keep the Evolution Incense because I want to be able to kind of use Level Ball or Evolution Incense to get an energy search, and this way I can attach the energy and then play Elemental Badge. I didn't want to play Elemental Badge right now because they can just tool scrapper it away and then I lose it. So you don't want to play cards all the time until you're ready to do it. So they do go ahead and get the 10 damage off their Bronzor. So that's kind of annoying, but we'll deal with it. I could have Level Balled for what's it called, for another Sobble, and now I can't hit this Duraludon VMAX if I have any special energies, which does include Speed Lightning Energy, and we only have 1 basic Lightning Energy in our deck, so if that's prized, we can't attack this Duraludon. So we have to look to boss and start attacking other stuff. So that is a little bit annoying, but we'll manage. We'll try. We'll see what happens. Duraludon has, on paper, Duraludon has everything it needs to be just a very good deck. It has energy acceleration with Metal Saucers and Zacian's Intrepid Sword. You can move those energies with Bronzong pretty easily. Duraludon has a great ability and a fantastic attack. It's just some reason has not been particularly popular. It's just a little clunky. So we will Level Ball. And we're going to look to see, we have the Energy Search, and we have our Lightning Energy, so that's great. I could get another Zigzagoon. This only has 110 HP, so you know what? I'm going to get the Zigzagoon, and then use the Evolution Incense on the Drizzile. And we'll get the Energy Search. Energy Search. We'll get the Lightning Energy. We'll go here. And then we're going to Marnie them. Yeah, we'll Marnie. I have everything I need. We're going to path to the peak. And let's quick ball for this Sobble. This way next time we can Level Ball for a Drizzile, get Mustard. And there we go. Now they lose their pivot and they can't transfer energies that they accelerate with Zacian. So really important that we take out that Bronzong. Now they have to manually attach, which they go ahead and do. They research. So I don't want to attach a speed energy to this Jolteon with the thing, with the Elemental Badge, because then I won't be able to attack that Duraludon. And obviously, we're going to hope we can get a Mustard. Mustard would be great. I mean, they can't change our hand. They get rid of the Fan of Waves. So it's another good reason. I'm surprised they play Fan of Waves, because their whole thing is Duraludon can't be hit by Pokemon that has special energy. So why would you want to remove the special energy? The only reason I could see it working is for later game stuff. So here we go. We will level ball for a Drizzile first. We'll get a Drizzile, but before we do, let's make sure we have a Mustard. We do. So we can Drizzile. We'll play the Drizzile. Yes. We'll get Mustard. We are going to Jolteon, Speed Lightning. I had no choice. That's really unfortunate. We're going to Scoop Up Net the Zigzagoon here. We're going to play it down. We're going to take out their Houndour there. And we'll just do that. Unfortunately, not really what I wanted. The whole idea was to use the Speed Lightning Edge to get it out of the hand. I was kind of hoping we get some more items instead of another Pokemon. Our bench is kind of full. So they will be able to go ahead and hit with Max Thunder Rumble. With G-Max Pulverization. So they will do 220. 240, right? We're going to draw a couple cards. Evolution Incense is really nice. We'll go here. So I kind of have to do that. They're going to evolve the other Duraludon, which is why I didn't want to put it on Duraludon. I could have put it on Zacian, but I'm not going to two-shot the Zacian. I will two-shot the Crobat. I guess I would have two-shot the Zacian. Whatever. So we're going to put up the Jolteon because it gets free retreat. And this is where things get a little tricky. Maybe I should have pinged the active so that I could have knocked it out this turn. We'll do this. We'll discard 2 cards. And we are going to I can't because it's 20 damage. So I'm gonna retreat here. And we'll end the turn. Oh man. They do go ahead and get rid of the Path to the Peak so they can heal. That's super annoying. And that's both of our Paths to the Peaks too, I believe. Yeah. I'm nuts. Yeah, I should have took out that Duraludon when I had the chance. That was a huge mistake on my part, but I mean, yeah. They're gonna bring up that Jolteon too. Oh my god. Of course they have the boss's orders. So we'll go to Zigzagoon. Oh, of course, this is the problem with these decks. Like, I have to discard 2 cards. So I can do 310, but it doesn't matter. So frustrating. I mean, this wouldn't have been a huge problem if I knocked out the Duraludon. I probably would have won. But they do just win. Ugh. That was winnable. That was... I thought I would have it. I thought I'd be able to... Let's go into the next game here, and maybe I won't make such a huge mistake. The thing about this deck, we get to go first, which is nice. We definitely want to go first since we have some... We want to be able to do... Okay. We're going to, again, start Jolteon. Well, I guess we'll talk about what I think about this deck after. Let's see if I can actually pull it off. Mustard is... It only works if your Beedrills are in the deck. So... You know, if we don't have Mustard in the deck, or we don't have Beedrills in the deck, then Mustard is a totally useless card. That's you know, we played that game and it was Jolteon, but it was slightly less consistent because of the Galarian Meowth and the Beedrills and the Mustards, and so yeah, if you can get it, it's going to be great, but it's not as easy to get as you might think. They are dumping their entire hand. What are we even playing? A Galarian Obstagoon deck. Okay. Top decking an Energy would be so great. Or an Energy Search. Elemental Badge. Alright. Well, we can do here. Yes. We need the Energy Search. Evolution Incense to get the Jolteon. We do have a Beedrill in the deck, so that's good. We do have the Mustards in the deck. We have our basic Lightning Energy. Okay. So now we can Energy Search. We'll get our basic Lightning Energy. Elemental Badge. Evolve. We'll go here. And now we can Max Thunder Rumble. Take out their first Zigzagoon. And we get a Quick Ball. Quick Ball's great, right? We can get rid of Path or Elemental Badge. Or actually probably the Beedrill. We probably have to get rid of this Beedrill, unfortunately. Maybe they Marnie. We'll see what happens. They're going to Evo Incense for Drizzile, obviously, because there's no other target for Evolution Incense in play. And we'll see what they go for. Quick Ball, Level Ball, Marnie, Research, Level Ball. Probably get another Zigzagoon. And they're going to ping my Jolteon. Be strange if they got a Sobble. Unless they have a Zigzagoon in hand. That's the only way they should get a Sobble. Yeah, okay. So it is a Zigzagoon. They're going to ping the Jolteon. Fine. Their Galarian Obstagoon will do more damage when it hits me. They are going to Scoop Up Net. They're going to do it again. Seems... Okay. Whatever. It's slightly annoying. But, okay. Yeah. We'll get rid of this Elemental Badge. We'll just pass. I got nothing else to do. We'll see what they have in their hand. They only have 3 cards like me. So... This might just be a little bit of a stall fest until one of us... I mean, I have the advantage. I have the Drizzile for next turn, so... Evo Incense, Lanoon, or Shady Dealings Inteleon. Those are the only 2 things that they should be getting. They shouldn't even get the Quick Shooting Inteleon. Yeah. Now they can get like a Level Ball and a Marnie, or a Quick Ball and a Marnie, or Quick Ball, whatever. It still only has a 1 retreat cost. You would think when you go to stage... I mean, I guess Inteleon's supposed to be fast, but you think when you get to stage 2, like... Though Mew V and VMAX have a 0 retreat cost, and it's a Fusion Strike, incredibly powerful card. I think retreat cost of 1 on that card is super warranted. They go with the Evolution Incense and the Raihan. I didn't knock out anything last turn, so they can't play the Raihan. But I guess they're expecting it for next turn. They can get their rare candy. No, they have the rare candy right now. Okay. This has 170 HP. Now, this is quite a bit. Unless that's a boss in their hand, and they can manually retreat and attack my Drizzile. No, but they pass. This deck doesn't... I see, in this matchup, Beedrill does not help us at all. So... I think I just go research. Beedrill doesn't... They're going to play... They don't play special energy. They play basic energies. Quick Ball is really nice. We don't need the Galarian Meowths. We don't need to discard cards. So now we can ping their Galarian Obstagoon here. And we will take out... Now they're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, they'll be able to hit pretty hard into my Jolteon, but they're not going to knock it out. It's going to do 150. So that 150 would be 170 total. Now I just Shady Dealings for a Scoop Up Net to attack that Sobble, and they can play Raihan, right? They have to get a basic Pokemon with their search. They have to, otherwise they just lose next turn. So we'll see what happens. But I could just search for a Scoop Up Net with Shady Dealings. And then, boom. Yeah, there's the Zigzagoon. Ping my other Jolteon. Makes perfect sense. They have 1 card left in hand. They silence me. Okay. So it's Evo Incense. We have a Shady Dealings Inteleon in here? We do. So we go for the Evolution Incense, because now I get the Scoop Up Net to get the Zigzagoon. And I go with the Evo Incense. I have another Evo Incense, right? I do, okay. So we do it like this. Shady Dealings. We go here. We're going to get an Evo Incense to get Jolteon VMAX. And Scoop Up Net to get our Zigzagoon. So now we Scoop Up Net. We'll do this one. Here we go. We'll put it on this. We're going to Evo Incense for Jolteon VMAX. Attach. Draw a couple cards. Very nice. We can throw Elemental Badge on here if we want. Drop a Sobble. Retreat. Max Stun the Rumble.
what are they gonna do, right? Like, there's nothing. They have one card in hand and a Sobble. They could top deck a Level Ball, get a Marnie. That would be pretty good for them. They have a Piers, so they can search their deck for an Energy and a Dark Pokemon. That's their supporter. They keep calling. They're trying to hold on. It does not matter. We win because we only have 2 prizes left. So we'll go here to get another Scoop Up Net. Oh, we don't have a Scoop Up Net. That's unfortunate. And they conceded anyway. So there you go, Beedrill and Jolteon. I think it's something, and it really helps with the single strike and rapid strike matchup. It helps with a lot of tier 1 decks. Mew can even help with, but I mean, it's a little difficult to get going, if I'm being honest. You see, like, it's so easy to accumulate cards. You take out you knock out Pokemon, you get prizes. Now you can't, you potentially can't muster next turn, and you draw into your Beedrill, you prize your other one. Now your Mustard, Beedrill, Galarian Meowth, they're all dead cards. Unless you get Marnie and put that Beedrill back into the deck, but then you lose your Mustard, you draw a bunch of new cards, and then you have to find Mustard again and hope you don't draw into Beedrill. There's so many things that can go wrong, and when you get it, it's incredible, but it's similar to Greedent in that sense, where, like, it's difficult to set up, but when you get it, the payoff is tremendous. Overall, if you are, I haven't tried the Dream Ball Dusknoir Jolteon yet. I don't know if that's better, because then you just completely shut off single strike energy. They can just, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I do not know, but we'll leave it at that for now, I guess, right? Feel free to try it. I'm still unsure. Maybe if I played some more tier 1 decks, it would be a little bit different, but yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found this a little informative. If you did, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss another video. Leaving a like, comment, all that kind of stuff tells YouTube this is a good video and other people should watch it. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing a first edition variety giveaway. There are going to be 3 winners, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can get to that. And yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.